She was the girl everyone thought was dying, frail, wheelchair-bound, battling cancer and dozens of illnesses. But the shocking truth, she wasn't sick at all. For years, Gypsy Rose Blanchard lived under her mother's control, a victim of abuse so twisted it fooled doctors, neighbors, and even charities. Then, one night, Gypsy's desperation turned deadly. This is the chilling story of how a victim became an accomplice in her own mother's murder. The case of Gypsy Rose and Dee Dee Blanchard isn't just another crime story. It's a disturbing tale of manipulation, control, and survival. What looked like a devoted mother caring for her sick daughter was, in reality, one of the darkest cases of Munchausen by proxy. And when the truth surfaced, the world couldn't look away. Gypsy Rose was born in 1991, a healthy little girl. But Dee Dee, her mother, convinced everyone that Gypsy was gravely ill. From leukemia to muscular dystrophy, the list of fake conditions grew longer each year. Doctors performed unnecessary surgeries, prescribed endless medications, and charities gifted trips and homes. Gypsy never questioned it. Her world was defined by her mother's words. To outsiders, Dee Dee was the perfect caregiver. In reality, she was a manipulator building sympathy and attention at the cost of her daughter's freedom. Dee Dee suffered from Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a rare psychological disorder where a caregiver fabricates or causes illness in someone under their care. She shaved Gypsy's head to make her look like a cancer patient, forced her into a wheelchair, and kept her isolated from the world. Schools, neighbors, and even doctors admired her devotion, but nobody questioned why Gypsy never got better. Behind closed doors, Gypsy was trapped in a prison of lies, manipulated into believing she was weaker and sicker than she really was. By her late teens, Gypsy started to suspect the truth. She could walk, eat normally, and didn't feel as sick as her mother claimed. Late at night, she found freedom on the internet. She secretly joined chat rooms, escaping into a digital world where Dee Dee couldn't control her. It was here, in 2012, that she met Nicholas Godejohn. Their relationship was intense, secretive, and dangerous. For the first time, Gypsy confided in someone about her mother's abuse. Together they began planning a way out, a way that turned deadly. On June 14, 2015, Gypsy and Nicholas put their plan into motion. While Gypsy hid in the bathroom, Nicholas entered Dee Dee's bedroom with a knife. He stabbed her multiple times as she slept. The quiet house that had hidden years of lies became the scene of a brutal killing. Afterward, Gypsy and Nicholas fled, leaving behind a blood-stained crime scene. The next day, a chilling Facebook post appeared on Dee Dee's account. "That bitch is dead." Within hours, neighbors called the police, and the truth began to unravel. Police tracked the couple to Wisconsin, where Nicholas lived. When they were arrested, investigators were stunned to discover Gypsy could walk. The image of a sick, helpless girl vanished overnight. The public was torn. Was she a cold-blooded killer or a desperate victim of abuse? Details of her life quickly surfaced: unnecessary surgeries, feeding tubes, and years of deception. Sympathy poured in, even as prosecutors built their case. For many, Gypsy wasn't a murderer at all, but a prisoner who saw no escape except through violence. In 2016, Gypsy pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. She was sentenced to 10 years in prison, with eligibility for parole after 8. Nicholas, however, faced a much harsher outcome. Seen as the one who carried out the killing, he was sentenced to life in prison without parole. In interviews, Gypsy admitted she felt free in prison. For the first time in her life, she had control. But the tragedy remained. Years of abuse had led to a crime that shocked the nation and divided public opinion forever. The case inspired documentaries and TV shows, including HBO's Mommy Dead and Dearest and Hulu's The Act. The world debated, was Gypsy Rose a villain or a victim? In December 2023, after serving 8 years, Gypsy was released on parole. Today, she speaks openly about her past, advocating for awareness around Munchausen by proxy and domestic abuse. Her story is more than a crime. It's a lesson in how manipulation and control can destroy lives, and how desperation can turn a victim into an accomplice. The story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard is one of the most haunting true crime cases in modern history. It forces us to ask, how far can abuse push someone before they break? A daughter once seen as helpless became part of a deadly plan, and the world still struggles to decide, was she guilty or was she just another victim?